today we're ranking the best endgame FUTTIES card in FC 24 from R9 Mbappe to Cruyff. I'm gonna show you who's a must-have and who's just a hype. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're grinding Ultimate Team right now, you know that FUTTIES is the biggest promo of the year. So in this video, I'll be ranking FUTTIES cards, breaking down which ones are truly endgame and which ones are worth your coins or your fodder. Alright, let's kick it in with the S tier. These are the ones that you could actually benefit from in your gameplay. So we've got the first week of FUTTIES here. We've got Pele, Lamine Yamal, and Mbappe, and all of this, and then we've got week 2 and all the way to week 5. We've got all of them here. Before we actually start this, guys, remember all of these cards, all of this from week 1 to week 5, they're all absolutely good, man. It's not the fact that, you know, if you use this card, you're going to, I'm gonna say, lose the game in some way, but there are ones that are actually, that can actually be game changer. The ones that if your opponent sees that player, with that, oh my god, I'm playing against that player, you know. So be wise about the players you pick, you put in your squad, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to guarantee you a win, because at this time, again, everybody has great players and they're very good in terms of stats, all of them. So your skill matters the most, more than any time throughout the year. So we're gonna start with the first one. You could see we've got Pele. Play is, you could see a 99 rated card, a finisher plus, technical plus, and quick step plus. All of this, even low shot plus, very good. He also plays as a striker, and of course for, you know, and also cam. So it's very good to switch up the formation from like 4-4-2 to a 4-2-3-1. You need a cam. You can bring one of your striker as your cam, so it could be good in terms of versatility. And overall, man, it's so good, man. Yes, you may miss the lack of incisive pass plot, but he does have it as a base, and that's over. I mean, there's no you know, there's no doubt about this, and this could certainly get into the S tier. You may think play come up and say Pele's card haven't really been that great this year, but I disagree with this card, man. You actually play with this card, play against this card, you can actually know how to play, and there's no way that there's other card that could do something, and this play card you can't do. So I think it's around like 3 million on the market, or something. And let me just check this one. No, it's not 3 million. It's become very lower. Yeah, 1 million. It's like 3 million a while ago. Okay, so you could still relatively expensive ones as opposed to other cards. So still very solid cards to actually use. Next one, we've got Lamine Yamal. It may sound a little bit, you may disagree with me, but all year, any Lamine Yamal card that I have played with and played against, I mean, when I play against it, I never really had any trouble. I'd be like, oh my god, I'm playing against Lamine Yamal. It's not the case. I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad card. Of course, it's a good card. This is, you could see 99 rated, but I feel like he doesn't really make me fear like playing against it. Like with Pele, that should be the case, you know, like, or like with Mbappe, which is the next one. I do feel that, but Lamine Yamal, I just don't feel like, yes, maybe your opponent is doing everything, like he's playing very well and everything, kind of like a regular elite division, like rank 2-3 FUTTIES at least. Yes, that player can play just as well with another player. That's a different story. But just the way what this player could actually represent, I feel like he should, my opinion, should go to A tier, not necessarily S tier. And if you look at the stats that he's got, you could see it's more expensive than Pele, and he's got Trivela plus and Finisher plus. So no low driven, even as a base. You could see even as a base, he doesn't have a low driven shot, which is not ideal, because low driven shot, guys, you cannot argue that this is the best, you know, playstyle plus, or just overall playstyle. This is especially as a plus, it is so deadly, guys. So I would say not, it doesn't have that. And the fact that he's got Trivela plus, if you use him as right mid, which is ideal, one plays as right winger, and left winger, use him as a right mid or right winger, you're not going to, you know, benefit from using Trivela. It's got left for the player, you can't go for Trivela from there, only if you use him as a left winger. And there's only leaves you with finesse shot plus, which is again good, But I believe having a just as a base driven shot, he doesn't have that, and he doesn't have incisive pass just as a base. Nothing in passing section, just tiki-taka, and because you got Trickeser, which I believe is a bit useless in Trickeser. Tiki-taka is good, rapid, and this, I really do believe having either incisive pass block or maybe just a low shot block for this guy, and he doesn't have it. That's why I put him in A tier. It's still a very solid car, I'm not gonna say, but S tier, as I just don't believe it is. Mbappe, technical plus, chip shot plus, a little bit useless, but it is what it is. Incisive pass plus, with low driven shot plus, with quicker shot plus, and the stats of Mbappe being able to like 99 or so. You could see being 99, the acceleration is pretty speed 99, and we just saw 99 finishing everything. It's just so crazy card, man. There's no doubt he goes into S tier, and I think it's still very expensive, like 2 million on the market. We certainly benefit from that one. We've got Anderson, the next one. It's an okay. Although overall goalkeepers, there aren't a crazy difference between them. I still see players using the Courtois, like the from I can't remember the 90 rated Courtois. I'm still using that one even. Because it doesn't really make big of a difference. It does make big of a difference. Goalkeepers overall, you can't really, with whichever one you comfortable with, But that was some in one-on-one situations, he's doing good. But I have another goalkeeper which I truly believe is S tier. I'm gonna show you, and when we get to him. I believe that player, that goalkeeper is better than this Alisson card, so for that I'm gonna put him in A tier. Still a very solid goalkeeper. You may even come up with the people that say it's not really that good, but I used him for a couple of games, more than a couple of games actually. He does a very good job, and just A tier is good. Next we've got Maldini, 100% goes into S tier. I still use him. I think he just got released by EA, as an SBC. He's like 300 or 400 on the market at the moment. I use him as left back. Man, he is crazy, even just as a left back, because he may not be as explosive for a left back or using fullback defense, but the fact that he's so strong and he doesn't even let your opponents right or mid wingers or right mid, left mid to get past him. Okay, that's how good he is. If you use him correctly with the anticipate plus, with the block, with the bruiser, and a slight tackle plus, all the good stuff, and you get the ball with him, he's got ping pass, so you can go for a very solid, accurate pass. So definitely goes into S tier, in my opinion. Next we've got James. Again, low shot plus, finish shot plus, very good. Even press proven, quick step plus, and first touch plus. This is a bit of a I would say controversial, you may say, because some believe it truly is maybe like S tier, but she does lack something, and that's I feel like left stick dribbling cannot be that good with this card. If you use him, you like constantly go for that one, changing direction. But in terms of finishing, she's great, man. And those passes, even can even cross with this card, getting past the defenders, she can do a pretty good job. But I feel like overall of what she could actually represent throughout the match, she should go to A tier. I've played against her. She was okay. I mean, she's still a very good card, but it doesn't really make me feel like, oh my god, I'm playing against James. These three so far, these are the ones, oh my god, I'm playing against these three. But these three, it's not going to be big of a problem. Okay, so I would say James is going. If you look at her stats, let me just find James. If you just look at the stat, you could see he's got. Look at the drop in price tag. She was like 500k, and she's like 80k on PC, like 60k, 57k on consoles. You can see base incisive pass is good, and the passing, you can see the stats are just so good. You can see almost 99 with passing and shooting and dribbling. So in terms of stats, everything, like everybody looks good, man. So in terms of stats, she doesn't really lag. But during the gameplay, when you want to play with her, there's something that would actually misses that would actually get her away from being an S tier right winger. Next we've got Color. This Color card, guys, it's like 91 pace. Okay, it's got 91 for the pace, if I'm not mistaken. Color, let me just find her. Yes, You could see here 91 with the acceleration and spin dispute and overall 91. And it feels so cranky, guys. Honestly, it feels so cranky when I play with her. Yes, anticipate plus is there, and you know, block, long ball pass plus, and you know, the rapid plus doesn't really fit. When center back has rapid plus, you don't really see a difference. Rapid plus works best when you have the ball and you want to go for the run to center back. And this feels so cranky, and that's why I want to put him like a C tier. Honestly, you may want to put him on B tier, but because he felt so cranky with playing with him, I'm gonna put him on C. You've got Kluivert. This Kluivert card, when he first got out, it was so good, man. I mean, those finesse shots, those runs were so good. But as the time goes by, as they were just other FUTTIES cards, it just became normal. This goes to C tier, in my opinion, at the moment. We got FUTTIES. I actually used this card for a while, up until like recently. Very good card, man. For the CDM, she's got decent agility and also sentiment. Inserting pass, ping pass, very good. Even using, you know, the press proven, and also he's got this. Forgot the name of the play style. We got FUTTIES here. Yeah, you can see the structures are so good. The play style, yeah, intercept. For cutting those passes, she does a very good job. She's got all of the even quick step, relentless, very good. I really like this card, but there's just better cards out there. But in some cases, you could really feel that she lacks defense, like physically against really strong players. You want to put her just as a B. It could be a tough match between A to B, but I'm just put them to B. Next we've got Matuidi. Ain't just as FUTTIES. I mean, he does a pretty good job in terms of defending, but as a sentiment, he can't really do much. And yeah, he's got a ping pass plus. You get the ball, go for the pass. Nothing more than this. Mostly just a CDM, cranky type of CDM. Just defensively, so but as a sentiment, I don't recommend having him here. So next up we've got Tevez. This Tevez guy is surprisingly very normal. Doesn't even really feel like a FUTTIES card. Yes, Logic Plus is there, but this type of player having press proven, these players aren't going to be good defensively anyway. So having press proven doesn't really make any sense on them. And yeah, quick step plus with the technical plus, it's good, but not good for left stick dribbling. And honestly, maybe the best thing that he's got just having the low jump shot plus. For anything else, it feels very normal. It doesn't even feel like FUTTIES card, honestly. But yeah, it just feels so much. I'm gonna put him on C tier. This we've got Kunde. Very good right back. Everything is so good, but again, it feels a little bit cranky. Honestly, it's bad, a little bit cranky just for that one. But he's very solid defensively. Just the lack of anticipate plus. Just because he doesn't have anticipate plus, I'm gonna put him on B tier. Otherwise, he would have been A tier, but he doesn't have anticipate plus. It really demands for me for all of the defenders. You gotta have anticipate plus. So we've got Roberto. I've seen a lot of people using this guy. Yeah, incisive pass plus, finesse shot plus with the rapid plus. For those runs, he does a pretty good job. But in terms of, again, agility, you could do a little bit of movement with the left stick driven and everything. But in terms of finishing, he's not great. I mean, not saying he's bad, but he's not really great. So I want to put him on B tier again. Next we've got left back McCabe, and she's not really good in terms of defending. It's not really strong against top tier strikers and wingers. I believe she lacks. Guys, when I say this, I'm talking about high level of futsal. I'm talking about elite division, at least like rank 1. Yes, you may have for you like regular division 2, 3, even lower than this. You play that, but for the top tier, this player, you couldn't feel the fact that she lacks in terms of defending against those. I mean, she's still okay, you know. But I'm gonna be using a tier list. I'm gonna have to put her on C tier. Next we've got Figo. In my opinion, guys, I still use this card, and oh man, combination of incisive pass plus with Logic plus and even rapid plus. Although I don't really go for those run with this card, but I still use this card, man. And moment, those passes and getting in 1-1 with the keeper, he does a perfect job. I still, again, he's still my main. If you look at my previous video, he's still my main player. So he goes to A tier, in my opinion. Barnes, similar to Luis Figo, but in terms of left stick dribbling, not as good as Figo, and just in terms of finishing, it could be good. I mean, it's just the same as Luis Figo, but if you actually try with him, you can feel like he has better flow with the game when he wants to go for, if that makes sense. When he first got out, and Barnes was actually very solid, but he kind of lacked a bit of agility, not as good as Figo when he went to go for the run. So I would say this is in my opinion, because I still use Figo. Barnes go to B tier for me. Next we've got Klaus. He got a little bit overhyped, I believe, even when he first got out. It's not something crazy, you know. He doesn't have really just one defensive play style, pluses, and just very, again, it's just a normal card in my opinion, nothing crazy, you know, just very plain and simple. Useful ones, but I believe he goes into C tier for myself. We've got Thuram. Thuram is actually a very solid CDM. Not really expensive, but very solid in terms of just defending. You could do a very good job. If you want a good solid CDM that could actually be strong and kind of like blocks the midfield, it could be a very good option for you. It's a tough battle between A tier or B tier. Honestly, it's really like either A tier or B tier. Not really sure, but because it's just, again, I like the defensive side of this card because it's so good. It's not, I mean, more defensive than Matuidi, more solid, but just like Matuidi, you could see it just not really ideal for sentiment. But if you want to get the card with like get him just as a sentiment, like a solid CDM, he could be a good one. But I'm just gonna go with the B tier again because he cannot offer anything more than that. Next we've got Yildiz, left winger, 96 rated, finesse shot plus, inside pass plus, rapid plus, and first touch plus. He doesn't have low shot plus, which is very important, but he does have incisive pass. Again, it's a tough battle between B tier and A tier, but again, lack of a low shot plus, man, very important, and doesn't have that. I'm gonna put him on B tier. Next we've got Isco. Isco is a very good one, perfect for a cam, honestly. Low shot plus, incisive pass plus, but it feels slow playing with him. You cannot really expect it to be fast, but if you want to use him wisely, yes, you can get a very good performance out of him. But after some matches again, top tier players that can actually play well, you kind of be like, okay, he can't really do something against really, like, let's just say Nacho and really Van Dijk. Yup, Stam, this type of player, he can't really do better. Does a perfect job. So B tier. Next up, we've got R9 FUTTIES. Do I even need to say it? Goes to S tier immediate, but bear something in your mind. This Ronaldo card, unlike his, like you expect from 99 rated Ronaldo, he isn't really that fast. He is fast with the rapid plus. He isn't really that fast throughout the game. If you really pay attention to the way your opponent has, like when a player, let's just say Mbappe gets the ball, you know, if he goes for the run and I can go for a untimed stand tackle, slide tackle, oh my god, he's getting one-on-one and he's going to score. But it wasn't necessarily the case with this Ronaldo, although if you know how to play, yes, of course you can. But in terms of, I don't know why, but in terms of having the crazy explosiveness that just like Mbappe, maybe it's because he doesn't have cookies plus or anything, but it's still R9. It wasn't really that good, which was I would say surprising to me when I used him. I played with him with draft, and even against him, never really got into trouble. But I know it's how deadly he is, making those turns and getting inside, and man, it's just so crazy. I think it's still very expensive right now. I think so. Was it like FUTTIES Team 2 or Team 3? I don't know which team we are in. Yeah, Team 2, like 6 million on the market. Yeah, crazy card, man, of course. But yeah, in terms of the thing that I told you guys, still you have to, just something to bear in mind for him. Next up, we've got Nuno Mendes, left back, and we've got anticipate plus, ping pass, a slide tackle, and bruiser. With a quick step, guys, I would say this is like the best left back in the game, honestly, because this player you can play him because there are some players you can just use them either like a defensive fullback. There are some players who can be like a wingback, going back and forth, even gets into like help you in attacking, going down the wing, go for the crosses perfectly. Doesn't matter if that player like Maldini has, you know, like plus and everything, right? But in terms of as playing as a left back, Nuno Mendes can do both, bit of both. I like Maldini. Let me just get him to S tier. Why I use Maldini in the left? Because I don't attack with my left back. I don't want my left back to go because it's so getting counter attack is really, I can really do a pretty good job in terms of defending with my left back and right back. They're going like forward and not getting back like on time, and there's the gaps between them. I can't really, it's so hard to defend. So that's why I always put my left back, right back on fullback defense. I want to sit tight, just there, just defend from there. Whenever I thought it was needed, I would just trigger them manually, which I rarely do that. But just for the sake of that, I use Maldini, for my left back. If you're the type of player who want your left back to go forward, like the way one of Horror plays, yes, Nuno Mendes too, in the the World Championship final, you could see the way he made those. If you only play that way, yeah, of course Maldini isn't good, but Nuno Mendes can both defend and do that, like kind of like offer both of those type of gameplay. That's why I say he's just, of course, the best left back inside the game. The Anticipate Plus, which is the most important defensive play style, and he has it as a base alongside two other and cookies for those run, and also we see ping passes for those accurate passes. Very good. Next up, we've got Messi, longevity shot plus, finesse shot plus, technical plus, and rapid plus, and tiki-taka plus. I mean, you play against him, although it wasn't really big of a problematic for me when I played against him, but it goes into, I believe, for me, honestly, I don't want to be controversial, it goes into A tier. Yes, yes, guys, I know it's an S tier type of play, yes, but if you know how to play against him, because this isn't the type of player you would see. Okay, he wants to make the run. Okay, like I'm gonna like Mbappe type of player, gonna be like that. But I do believe you can defend against them if you just have the right timing. Okay, you can play against them. You may think, wanna be like, I wanna be against Messi or something else. There's nothing like this. Just because of the experience that they had, and I actually played with him, very similar to his team of the season card. Nothing fancier or anything. So just go into AT. Yes, you want to say, okay, she's just as good as Luis Figo or anything. And this isn't like this, guys. It's just what this card represent inside the game. And putting Messi in A tier, guys, is because the experience they have playing Elite Division and Rivals, and just even from the FUT champs. So that goes into A tier. We've got Hansen, next one, right winger, very solid one, got low shot plus, signature and everything. The way she makes run from right wing, guys, it's if you don't have the right timing, guys, you're going to like really get into trouble, especially you have your left back or right back on wing back or like attacking wing back. All right, so you want to be very helpful if you want to go for that one. So she goes to S tier for right wing. We've got Eto'o, guys. When he first got out, he was crazy, man. He was unstoppable. Like, it was you would like be a nightmare to play against him, and it's just so deadly. Being one-on-one, power shot plus, incisive pass plus, and low shot plus with the quickest. So incisive pass, but guys, any player that has incisive plus, you have to look for that player. Okay, even if it is your striker, it's a must. If your player has it, it could be very helpful because you want to make a bit of movement, get away from penalty area, find another player, go for a triangle button, through balls, and if that ball isn't accurate, you're just going to lose the ball. So if that player has a pass, it could be very good. And guys, in terms of attacking, he goes into S tier, man. It's too very solid, not really expensive on the market. It definitely goes into S tier. Next up, we've got Buffon, 98 rated. Again, just like Alisson, but in one-on-ones, he does a pretty good job. And the finesse shots outside of the box, he does a really good job, man, in those types of thing. But I still believe he can really get into S tier, okay, because just I play against him, score lots of goals against him, but don't just some keepers just very hard to play against. So it goes into A tier in my opinion. I'm just being honest, guys. Next up we've got Vinicius Jr. Yes, incisive pass, low driven shot plus and everything, but honestly goes into A tier in my opinion. It was another thing that I would fear, oh my god, playing against Vinicius Jr. Again, not saying it's a bad card, but wasn't something that's okay. Like you play against Team of the Year Vinicius, it's just like that card is just a bit better, honestly, in terms of what he actually represents. Yeah, in terms of his stats, he's better. But if you get into flow, actually playing against this card, you feel okay, he's not that crazy. You know, I can't stop this card. So it goes into 80. It's very weird, but this one, I think he's not even that expensive on the market. Yeah, look at the price, man. He's like 168 and 140 on PC. It's very cheap. I don't know why he didn't really make him a great card this year. So it goes into just A tier for me. Park Ji-sung, sentiment and cam, incisive pass is good, technical plus rapid, and tiki-taka. Just overall very basic card, man. I mean, it's just something that was actually nothing really big of a difference. And 4-star weak foot and 4-star skill move. It's a very simple card, nothing that we could do. So it goes into C tier, maybe even D tier. I'm gonna put something in D tier. None of them like that bad, but I have to see with the rest. We've got SCN again. CD having incisive pass. Anchor is good. Sorry, I said anchor. Intercept and jockey, ping pass with that. All of good. But it feels so cranky. Just the fact that you get the ball and just you know, go for the pass. Nothing more than this. You can do still a okay job. Again, nothing crazy. You want to play against SCN, be like, oh, I can't get past the CDM. It's not this type of thing. Goes into C tier easy. We've got Fernando Torres, man. Again, this legend of the game. You make this card this simple and not even low driven shot plus, man. Those one-on-ones, man. How can you not put low driven shot on this card? Very simple, normal card. Goes into B tier. Yeah, I'm gonna just put him on C tier. Honestly, it wasn't like there's nothing crazy about this card. Honestly, we've got Koeman again. Dead ball, block and speed and bruiser plus. Again, just something very normal center back. Nothing crazy. It's still very, so if you use him, I can use him. People can get past him easily, but you know, I believe could have been better. Just very similar to Team of the Year, but it's just faster. Honestly, just faster than that card. I'm gonna put him in C tier again. Next up, we've got Carlos Puyol. Carlos Puyol, this Puyol card, it's got 99 solid defending, and he's actually very good in terms of defending. And if you're the type of player who would use your right back like myself, just as a defensive type of player, he could do. I use Carlos Puyol as my right back. I still do use him as my right back, guys, because he's so good, solid defensively as my right back, not center back, right back. Because I keep my defensive, like right back or left back, in a way that would just be close to center back, and I don't make the wrong back. I don't trigger them to go forward. It's just like my other center back. So and I also try to keep my opponent's left winger to actually not make the run before he makes the run. But if he makes the run, it could be hard to defend against, but just in terms of like, it could be a very good job. In my opinion, it's a tough one between B or C. I'm gonna just put him in B. I know I use this card. Yes, I know it's a B card, but for the way I play, he perfectly fits in it. But for the overall, you're not going to really like this card as your you know, right back or, you know, like center. Let me just put him on A tier. I want to put him on A tier. Honestly, I'm gonna just put him on A tier because I see this guy and he does a pretty good job. Just like Figo, you might think doesn't really feel, you may go put him on C tier, but honestly, if you use him right, Figo can be pretty good. I use Rodrigo, I use Williams, but no one is like the flow of this Figo card for me. Okay, still irreplaceable for me. If we got Thuram next, solid right back and speed plus, incisive pass plus, and the rest, man, very hard to. Every time I go against this guy, it feels so bad, man. It's so hard for me to get past him still. Definitely goes into S tier. Probably the best right back inside the game. We've got Kanu, physical type of player, finisher plus, rapid plus, first proven. He's better than Torres in my opinion. So, but still goes into C tier for me. There's nothing that could actually any crazy thing just to go into B tier for me. Next up, we've got Tchouaméni. This guy's actually better. He can do a bit of movement with him, and it's a ping pass, and speed plus, and Burza. He's got speed plus, which is very good for defending. But anything more than that, I mean, when you want to use a CDM, that's actually crazy meta. You want to use a CDM that can actually do a bit of, because right now you really want a formation that could be a little bit more you know, has a bit of attacking both your CDM and even centering. If you use a you use a formation that has sentiment, doesn't even have CDM, he's not a good choice, because your sentiment you want to have, like I use Lampard as my sentiment. He does play as CDM, but I use Lampard because the way I play, sometimes I trigger my CDM to go forward. He's a deep line playmaker build up, like a CDM. He does a pretty good job in terms of getting one-on-one and even going for the passes, a little bit more agility. For that type of play style, Tchouaméni is not good. Again, just like Matuidi and, you know, we've got Thuram. It's a similar card. There's nothing that those two can't offer and this can offer. Goes into B tier in my opinion. Next up, we've got Dibinho, Cam right mid, and very I would say even cranky, honestly. And finisher plus is good, but there's nothing crazy about that. Absolutely nothing crazy. It goes into C tier for me. Next up, we've got Upamecano, very solid defender, but lack of anti-speed plus. It's a bit of an issue for him. At first he was meta, but now it just kind of feel like it got nerfed with the aerial plus is good, but you know, not having anti-speed plus. He goes into B tier for me for a defender. And we've got Saliba, Isaac, absolute crazy, among the top 3, top 4. Honestly, you cannot be, maybe not top 3, but definitely has to be top 5 in all of the FC 25 this year. It goes into S tier for me. Next up, we've got Thuram, finisher plus, first proven, and quick plus. But honestly, left stick dribbling is off with this card. Nothing that would actually be crazy about this. We're gonna put him on C tier. Next up, we've got Flint, a CDM. We've got low shot plus, incisive pass, and ping bang. Just weird combination of play style, and he's just, I mean, in my opinion, she's like probably the worst CDM among all the footies that I used so far, man. I'm gonna put her as my first D tier because, I mean, low shot plus for a CDM, and she also plays as a striker. I think so, yeah. She also plays as a striker. We're in week 3. Just take a look at striker CDM, like useless, absolutely. Why would you release this type of card? I don't know, man. Next up, we've got Cruyff, finisher plus, low shot plus, quick step. And if you look at him, he also, let me just find Cruyff. I think it's from week 3, right? Yes, from FUTTIES week 3. 3 million on the market. He also plays as a striker, and if you look at the stats, the way he plays, he's got a quick step, first touch, tiki-taka plus, incisive base, base technical, base trickster, and base trivella. A combination, like a mixed package, like a full package of everything, and the stats are just so good. And the FUTTIES got trickster, it's basically those you know, different kind of animation of the fake shots, so it could be very good. And oh man, he makes the run, it's so hard to get. Definitely goes into S tier, man. We've got Rafinha as left winger, again another solid player, but not having low shot plus. It's good again, it's very good, solid, just really good as left winger, but he has to go into A tier, just not having low shot plus. We've got Ronaldo next one. We've got FUTTIES Ronaldo, finisher plus, low shot plus, aerial, rapid, you know, chip shot plus. You guys know, you may even put him as the best striker this year. Maybe even some put him better than R9. If you take a look at the card that were released by EA this year, Ronaldo card, they were better. If you arguably the best SBC this year was a flashback Ronaldo, right? The people used them through an evolution, it became something crazy. It wasn't necessarily the case for Messi, in my opinion. And this Ronaldo card, if he gets one-on-one, guys, if he gets one of you past your defender, this is so deadly, man. And it is, I mean, there's nothing short of R9, nothing short of Mbappe in terms of that. And shot outside of the box could be even very crazy. Definitely goes into SC, guys. Don't be like why you put Messi, why you put Ronaldo. Like, it's just because the way I play against them a lot of times, and I got into problem with Ronaldo. Wasn't necessarily the case with Messi, honestly. Even all the Messi cards that I played against this year, I never really got into trouble with that one. But yeah, this is the case here. Guarantee we've got right winger. You could see finesse shot plus, logic shot plus, rapid plus. Their stats are just so good. But again, I don't believe he's an S tier type of player. Carlos Alberto, right back. Interestingly, wasn't really that crazy this year overall. Carlos Alberto, he is like 180 on the market. And again, in terms of stats, it's just so good, but it wasn't really S tier. I never got into trouble. It wasn't like Thuram. Thuram is a problem. Carlos Alberto, not really a problem. Next up, we've got Gervinho, Financial Plus, Rapid Plus, and Trivella Plus with the technical. Yeah, it wasn't really a problem for me. I feel like it's just a normal okay card. Goes into let me just put him in C tier, not even B tier, man. It wasn't something that was crazy. Musiala, very solid cam actually. If you want to use him as a cam, could do a perfect job. The incisive pass, logic shot, maybe a combination of his positions, left mid, cam, and center mid could be a little bit problem. Maybe I felt hard because I want my cam to be a striker cam or a center mid. I would play the center mid as CDM, and left mid, center mid, cam. Depending on what formation you use, maybe it could be a problem in terms of that. But overall, he could do a pretty good job as a cam. Not ideal for left stick dribbling. Don't expect crazy flow of going, like getting past defenders and everything. It's not like that. You can use them wisely in that manner. But definitely not S tier. Goes into A tier in my opinion. Look at Turnitin Rodman, right mid, logic shot, finesse shot plus, just like Musiala, or just the rest of the card. Goes into A tier. She was expensive. I don't know if she's expensive now. She was expensive at first. Felt really expensive. Yeah, 300k on the market. Again, just like James, very similar. Not definitely not doesn't go into S tier. Dudek again, just like Buffon, just like Alisson. It's a very good one actually, but goes into A tier again. Nothing that would actually be crazy. Pulse scores, man. I don't know why EA makes this pulse scores go very normal, man. It's just so very to get past him, stop him. I don't know why, man. It just goes into C tier. This pulse scores card. Next up, we've got Vialli, Piasecano. Yeah, logic shot is good, but definitely not ideal for dribbling or just movement. Definitely goes into C tier. We've got Forlan again, feels very cranky in terms of finishing good, but very cranky, man. Not really ideal, goes into C tier again. Next up, we've got Desai, Anticipate Plus, Block, and all of these good in terms of good, but it's definitely not S or A, B. Let me have platform B or C. I'm just going to put them C tier. Next up, we've got Lampard. I actually love this card, man. I use this card, but just because I love this card doesn't actually put him on S tier. But he does a pretty good job for me with the logic shot plus, finesse shot plus, and incisive pass plus with the press movement. If you want a CDM, you don't want to get in. You don't want CDM or center to get to the close to penalty area, anything like that. Yes, it's not really ideal, but if you can actually do a bit of having right timing of those incisive passes and getting added to the attack, he can do a pretty good job. Better than the scores, of course. I'm gonna just put him in B tier, not necessarily A tier, but B is fine. Bruno Guimaraes, that's a solid normal one, goes into C tier. Next up, we've got De Gea. This is the goalkeeper I was talking about. Definitely goes into S tier, man. He's actually the one that can actually make a difference. Those one-on-ones, he can do a pretty good job, man. So definitely go this one. IDME, just a normal card, goes into C tier. We've got lots of C tier here. Basha, it's an okay left back, but nothing crazy in terms of defending. It goes into, again, C tier in my opinion. If you look at Kvaratskhelia, felt so cranky, man. I use him. Man, I don't recommend this guy. I'm just gonna put him in D tier, man. It's just not really ideal for a winger. So we've got Buongiorno again, and Speed Plus. Block is there too, but nothing that would actually be very solid. Goes into C tier. Again, Ruud Gullit, Cam. I mean, do I even need to say it, man? Do I even need to say it? Definitely goes into S tier, man. Definitely. Icon Ronaldo, I played against this guy recently again, and again, not really good. Definitely not S tier. Definitely, maybe like a clash between A or B. Again, that depends on the way you play. Not having incisive pass plus is it's something that would actually really bothers me if that player doesn't have that. I'm just gonna put her in B tier. We've got Dembele next one. Logic shot plus incisive pass, finish shot plus very good, but still stoppable. Cannot be unstoppable. Goes into A tier. We've got Van der Sar, maybe even better than De Gea. Honestly, you can argue. Definitely S tier. We've got Thierry Henry. Oh my god, this card is so damn. Definitely goes into S tier, man. This Thierry Henry card, I don't know, one of the best striker. He also plays as left winger, right? This FUTTIES Team 3 or Team 4? I think it's Team 3 here now. Or no, we were Team 3. It's Team 4 now. Henry, middle or so, possibly as left winger. Oh my, he's maybe even better as left winger, honestly. So unstoppable. If you Caicedo, this guy actually an SBC, I guess, very expensive one. Could be very solid CDM. I mean, incisive path with the and speed plus and bruiser, very solid. Goes into A tier, not the S tier. Goes into A tier. We've got Son, Ren, finesse shots, but still not an S tier in my opinion. Reece, very normal left back, man. Goes into like, I'm gonna put him in D, but let me just put him in C tier because I did use him. Could do a decent job. This Muller card, again, just a phenomenal. Yes, Logic shot plus is good, but because the playstyle that he has, but being a little bit cranky, I would say maybe like a B or C. I'm gonna put him B tier now. Next up, we got Nakata, Finisher plus, Incisive Pass plus, but again, very normal card, man. I'm gonna put him in D. Maybe like put him in D tier, honestly. Very normal card, man. It's just this big. Varane, I would say the worst. Oh my god, the worst card in FUTTIES. I don't know why he doesn't let go of this card. Don't even release him every year. He's got bad cards. Tiate, or this I'm saying, the right center back. Again, very normal card, nothing crazy. Goes into C tier. We've got Angelino for his centimeter. Incisive Pass plus is good. I mean, it's definitely okay, but there are just way better options out there. I don't believe he's made like C or D. I'm just put her on D tier, but kind of competing top high level 9. We've got Jabi Alonso, very solid one again, just like Thuram and Tchouaméni, but can't really give you anything more than just that kind of defending. We've got Campbell next. Again, it's a normal center back, nothing else. It goes into C tier. We've got Crowley Nicoli. Logic shot plus, I actually put her in C tier, not D tier, because the Logic shot plus is actually felt good when I play with her, but nothing more than that. You've got Zanetti. Surprisingly, wasn't a crazy card for me. I felt Zoma, it doesn't have a speed plus, so not really good. I'm just going to put him in C tier, not D. Goes into C tier for me. We've got Suarez, cranky, very cranky, good play, solid event, but very cranky, not really ideal. Goes into C tier, not B tier, guys. C tier. Dumfries, right back, very good right back. Actually, it goes fast and back and forth and everything, but doesn't have an end speed plus, so it goes into B tier, not necessarily that bad. We've got Serginho Dest, again, speed plus, but it feels so normal, man. Again, goes into C tier. We got Pirlo, arguably the best center inside the match, inside the game, but just for sentiment, not ideal for CDM. Very good, man. Very good in terms of controlling the midfield and everything. I think he's still expensive on the market from week 5 or week 5. It was week 5. after like it was for Gareth, right? Yeah, 2 million or something. Yeah, very solid, but you cannot argue. Not necessarily the best, but definitely top 3 or top 5 mine. The player with the first Beckenbauer, again very solid card. It could be very good, but you don't get into trouble with him. It's a clash between B or A. Let me just put him in. No, it's a B or A. It depends on the way you play with him. I'm just gonna put him in B because it wasn't really that problematic for me. Gareth Bale, right winger, low giving shot plus, finesse shot plus on the market. He's like 5 million. Again, very solid, man. I'm not saying it's not a bad card, but it goes into A tier for me, not necessarily S tier. This is a Redway again. Get finesse shot plus, incisive pass plus, not S tier. It's not S tier at all, man. We've got Palmer, right mid, incisive pass, low giving shot plus, finesse shot plus, but still not an S tier. It could still be stop this guy, guys. You may think it's getting controversial or everything. Some of you guys, most of you may consider one of the A tier goes into S tier or something. That's just my opinion, honestly. If you truly honest top tier level guys, these are the S tier so far. Mohamed Salah, low giving shot plus, finesse shot plus. Those finesse shot plus and low giving shot plus with the incisive pass absolutely goes into S tier. We got Roberto Carlos, the next one, the left back. So you feel like he's very, it's Roberto Carlos. Doesn't have any speed plus. And the rest is, it's a solid card, but it is not S tier, guys. It isn't S tier. I want to put him in B tier, honestly, because he's not really great defensively. I'm just gonna put him in B tier. Whenever I play against him, it was an easy job playing against. This is Stones card, actually very good one. And speed plus, solid pace with the bruiser. I'm gonna put him in A tier, not necessarily B tier. It felt so good, you know, playing with him and against him can be a bit bad. We got Courtois. A tier for me, you may think it's S tier. No, it's an A tier. It's just consider lots of goals when it was Michael. But when I had De Gea, it was so way better than Courtois, even though it's lower in terms of rating. We got Bastoni, again another solid defender, but definitely not an S tier. Morientes, and next one, Fuller, goes into C tier, honestly. Nothing more than that. Same as Fuller, just very normal, you know, striker, nothing crazy. Rijkaard, and speed plus. I think it's the only promo card that Rijkaard had this year. I don't remember anything else from Rijkaard. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I think it's the only promo card that Rijkaard had this year. Incisive pass plus, area plus, and speed plus with the intercept. Just as a CDM, it cannot be played at center mid. Not really ideal for center mid. Just the same as, you know, just a same as goes into Jabe. Maybe even C tier, honestly. Goes into C tier, but I'm just gonna put him in B tier just because he's really good in terms of defending. He's really good. I've got Schmeichel. Oh my god, this card is just, I hardly score against this card, man. Hardly score against this card. S tier definitely. Lada, right back. Yeah, it was okay, but nothing crazy. I'm gonna put him in, you know, C tier. We've got Ashley Cole, again Solomon doesn't have and speed plus, so not something crazy. It goes into B tier in my opinion. We've got Esther, actually very good card, man. I'll put her in B tier. Very good striker, better than Morientes and Fuller and Torres, honestly. It's very good. So this Zico card, solid one, but sentiments cam and a little bit lax in terms of physical ability. But again, nothing that would actually make a big difference. Goes into B tier. That's normal for this guy. Tony and Pine both feel so cranky. Couldn't finish with this, but so cranky. I'm gonna put Tony, honestly, and like C tier, just like Fernando Torres, honestly, or the rest. I'm gonna put this Pine card right mid. I mean, whip pass is absolutely useless and just a very normal card. Definitely goes into D tier, maybe even C tier. So that's my FUTTIES tier list, but now I want to hear from you. Which one is your favorite? Drop it in the comment section, and if you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more FC 25 and FC 26 content. I upload SBC guides, gameplay reviews, and custom tactics every single week. Literally every single day I have a video, so make sure you subscribe so you won't miss a new video. And if you want to keep the grind going, check out the video right here where I break down the best SBC to complete before FC 26. You don't want to miss it, and I will catch you guys in the next video.